Beats Planet.
Yo. What's happening, man? It's Vach Lombardi. Let me fix my headphones. My audio's good. I ain't even got to double check it. What's happening, y'all? I'm enjoying my vacation, man. And this is partly vacation out of necessity. Because I was tired as hell, man. Y'all know I'm Hey, you see him, coach? Hey, you see him, coach? What up, coach? So my vacation is manifest from I go hard January through April. As far as like draft season goes or whatnot, you know, I'm not the guy that does draft homework in October like most of y'all. Some of y'all got a top 50 for 2019 already. I'm not that deep in. So I kind of save all my work from January to April. And I kind of needed a vacation. And I'm on that vacation. But when I come off of that vacation, I got some moves that I'm going to make. Pause and let me acknowledge those in my chat box real quick because we keep it consistent around here. Aaron Everett, you're first, brother. I don't know if you care about being first, but in fact you are. What's happening? Jax, Josh, Andrew Bailey, veteran Andrew Bailey. What's happening? Ben is not happy with the rookie in his quarterback room, Andrew Bailey. You care to share that with the rest of us, Andrew Bailey? Doomsday Defense, what's happening? Nick, Brandon, Festerson is up in here. Send me some film, Fest, so I can see what you're doing. Marquez, Evan, Nick, Zach, I said Evan, Sam, Harry, Nick, I said Doomsday, Josh, Craig, I said Aaron, I said Jax, Truly Nicole, that's BJ Hill's sister. Hey, Truly Nicole. BJ is in New York right now, so salute to BJ being in New York right now. No salute to New York though. Cowboy up. Panthers guy, what's happening, man? Ty, Coach Evans, Nick, Evan, cool. That's it. I ain't shouting out nobody else. Sandy Fresh in the building. What's up, man? Texas man, Gabriel. What's happening? Kevin, Thomas, Sam, Rex, Matthew. That seems to be everybody. All right, cool. So what's on the plate tonight? Since I'm on vacation and I ain't really breaking down film at this point in my life, I'm going to get back into that next month. I got some big things planned. I got 66 people watching. It's probably going to end up being a mid-level stream or whatnot. I guess I'll share what I got, planned or whatever. And then I'll get into the show. The super chat's been amazing. And if you ask anybody about my show, the only thing that I don't got that everybody else got is like a legit presentation, my shit being 580p. My microphone is a solid little eBay microphone, whatever. I just upgraded the camera, that was whatever. Everybody else got the little, their presentation is top tier, but they have backings. I ain't really got a backing. I ain't backed by some blog site or by some network. I'm backed by me and by y'all. So when I created the Patreon, it was in an effort to improve the production of the channel. Not to put money in my pocket. You know what I mean? So with the Patreon monies, what I do is I've upgraded from a little whatever laptop to a MacBook. My MacBook puts the nipple on the titty, legitly. If you were around for like Tab Gang or whatever, y'all, when you were watching my film session, I had the internet tabs. You could see what time it was. You saw little tabs or whatever. You know how much the channel has upgraded since then. My lighting's a little better than it once was. My camera situation is better than it once was. The overall production of the channel grows with the Patreon. I never lied about that. Wherever my Patreon goes, y'all go with it. So my next move, because somebody tapped me on the shoulder. They said, "Yo, Vach, man, you just as good as those other cats doing this film thing. But dog, man, they got the lines on the screen, Vach. They got the little lines on the screen. When you gonna get lines on your screen, Vach?" Lines on your screen, it's two ways I can approach lines on the screen. I can either, and I don't want to get demonetized, I could either shittily put lines on the screen, whatever. It's a live stream. I'm doing what I want on live streams. I can either shittily put lines on the screen or I can professionally put lines on the screen. And if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. It's not about who did it first. It's about who did it right. The chat looking like preach. You know what I'm saying? So it costs a little money to have a professional looking line on the screen situation. My Patreon is to a point to where I can put lines on the screen. I can highlight players. Not yet though. It's in the works because I got to work out the whatevers. But what I'm working towards is lines on the screen, player highlights, zoom in there. You know the little thing where they got the thing and they talking about the left tackle and they zoom in on the left tackle, but you still see the other little thing. That's what I'm working on. So just to kind of upgrade the production or whatnot. Coach Evans say, line on the screen, question mark. You know how if I'm talking about, if I'm trying to show cover 3 on screen, right? It'll show the two corners dropping the cover 3 and the free dropping the cover 3. And you see what I'm saying? Like an overlay. Thank you, Jax L. That's a way more smart way. Telestration. Thank you, Morph D. That's a much smarter way to say what I was trying to say. I didn't major in vocabulary. I just know football. You know, I didn't major in vocabulary or anything like that. But I'm upping the production in that way. So that's what I'm putting together. All right. And all that was possible through Patreon. So salute to all y'all that have contributed to the Patreon. And even if you didn't, even if you contributed through Super Chats, even if you contributed through damn this video cold, I'm going to send a link to my friend because all that adds up. I majored in Natchez, Coach. Natchez Adams School District. I majored in that. So that's the next move on the channel. It's a long way to move. I felt like I could share that with y'all. I'll be putting that out when I start doing my next set of film sessions, and that's going to be NFL film sessions. And you know, I got the all 22 on the NFL, so it's about to be a beautiful thing. I'm about to get into these calls, but just wanted to brief y'all on what the show is going to be about. I'm watching the Rockets game. But this ain't no basketball channel. I'm really not a basketball fan in that way. However, I do watch playoff basketball. So while I'm watching this Rockets game, I'm really just mingling with my people because I feel like I'm one of the only draft analysts that mingles with my folks. You know, you can look at the big mainstream guys, but these underground draft cats, I mingle with y'all because I like y'all. Y'all my peoples, you know what I mean? So I'm giving you opportunities to, if you want to ask a question, ask a question. If you want to call in and fuss and debate, a lot of people just can't wait to find a reason to debate with me and debate with me. If you want to do that, we can run it for the cardio, fam. It's up to you if I feel like it. We can do some Rookie of the Year talks if you want to. We can talk about the rookies on your team and which you're excited about. The floor is yours. The number to call in is 515-739-1285. Access code 309104 is in the description. It's on the screen. I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat box if you ask long enough. We can also communicate through super chats. That's the next level to get in touch with me. It grabs my attention. And if I just happen to run out of resources, I need to hop into the regular chat. We can talk in that way. All right, but I ain't talking about basketball tonight because I don't know basketball like that. So let's get into it. Line blowing up. We got some callers here. 425. Who this?
What up, Vosh? This is Jay from Chicago. How you feeling?
What up, Jay from Chicago? I'm holding it down for the Doski Woski, brother. Nice to meet you.
Of course. I've actually called to the show previously from a different line, but
Okay, that's what it is. Gotcha.
yeah, glad to see you still doing well, man. I try to keep up as much as I can, but work-life balance and all that. But we're not gonna talk about that. So kind of with the theme of the show, I want to talk a little bit about incoming rookies for the Bears. I'm a Bears fan, so Anthony Miller he's getting a lot of hype. I know with the Chicago media, a lot of people are kind of talking him up out of our offensive rookies that we drafted this year, of which actually, now that I think about it, we only drafted two. We drafted him and the other wide receiver from Georgia. I can't remember his name right now, but no, I'm kind of subscribing to the hype, and in my film study, I'm just like the traits that I see are very good traits to build upon, and I think Anthony Miller really separates himself from other receivers in this class, and that's not to downplay any of the other receivers that were drafted this year, but I think Anthony Miller has some key traits that really just separate him from the others in this class, and just I'm not going to be too long-winded, but just to kind of highlight a couple.
Well, as far as
go ahead.
as far as the Bears receivers, I think everybody's going to have a pretty much defined role in there. Allen Robinson is your clear X guy. There's no conversation about that. Taylor Gabriel, he'll have his place within the offense or whatever. You may hand the ball to him.
They're calling him the zebra. That's what Matt Nagy is calling him, the zebra, right?
Whatever corny little name they want to make up for him. But I think Anthony Miller will be the favorite because I said this last week, actually. Shouts out to Steven Benzik. He drops a lot of dimes in the super chat. Anthony, like what Mitch did well in college was he was real heavy with his timing, getting rid of the ball quickly, accuracy. Anthony Miller is a guy that can fully utilize that. He's a very nuanced route runner. He shows the numbers, gets his hands up, catches the ball, he turns to a yak machine. And I think Mitch will find a lot of comfort in making him, I don't want to say his safety blanket type of deal because that's often associated with, running backs and tight ends. But, you can line Anthony up in the slot and let him fly, but
you can put him anywhere, really. Like
anywhere.
Shows that on film.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I would like to have him at the Z if you ask me. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he'll show his numbers, flash his hands quickly, and Mitch will feel comfortable getting the ball to Anthony quickly for easy whatever. Get your yak yards, and we'll move on to the next round. You add in the run game to that, taking off the top with your brand new true X receiver. Now, I think there's a lot to like about Anthony Miller. I'm offensive line guy, so James Daniels in that interior really makes me excited.
Oh yeah. I like that as well.
Roquan Smith's a gangster, man. Like I said last week, I think the Bears have made their defense faster, like all together. You know what I'm saying? Rather than this big buzzsaw machine type of thing that you can't run into. I think the Bears are inviting you to try to run, but they'll just chase you with all the damn speed that they got. So I'm with that. I'm with them. The top of the draft picks that Chicago brought in.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I think they had a really good draft. They addressed a lot of needs. I would have liked to see them address edge a little bit earlier, but they did what they could, and I guess we'll see what we got here as OTA start to kind of warm up in training camp and all that. So
I tell you what, man, this wasn't the edge class you wanted to reach for because you end up trading first round picks for Marcus Davenport. But I think walking away with Miller and Daniels and Smith, I mean that's a good little top three, man.
Solid haul. Yeah, solid haul.
Mm-hmm. What else you got for the show? That's it?
Yeah, no, getting back into Anthony Miller though, I just kind of want to just talk about a couple of things that I think separated him from the other class, the wide receiver class 2018. And hopefully he'll continue to build upon these things. Obviously, just like all the other all the receivers, they kind of do something different. But, you got a little bit of flavor for whatever you're looking for. But for Anthony Miller, I think, like you mentioned this I think you did like a little fantasy football, like kind of rookie projection type deal, and you mentioned Anthony Miller. But most apparent is obviously just like his route running separation, and it's just his route separation, I should say. He does very, very good, just very small things to create separation in his routes. And I think, that's obviously like very key for a team that didn't have wide receivers that could separate at all last year. So like you said, that's going to make Mitch a lot more comfortable throwing to him first off. And even I did a little write-up. I'm going to be posting this in the Bears Reddit a little bit later, just to kind of pre-plug myself. But basically, I think he's going to fall right into the same exact role that Kendall Wright had in the Bears offense. And Kendall Wright was our leading receiver last year just because of lack of other quality targets. But he'll just slot right in there into the slot, like you said, kind of be that possession guy up the seam. Mitch likes throwing up the seam a lot, and you can watch that in film and see that. But he'll just be that kind of, I don't know, security blanket is kind of the best way to really explain it. Like, he'll just be that guy you can just hit right up in the seam and catch that key third down, 3rd and 2, maybe have him on a crosser route or like a little in and out pivot route type deal.
Some that doesn't get a lot of credit with well, not credit, but recognized as separation is catching with your hands, like fully extending, catching out. Mm-hmm. If you're a body catcher or if you let the ball get into you, that cuts down on a couple of inches of, I'm like if you're in college, wide open in college is different than wide open in the pros. So in the pros, a lot of people on your hip. So from your chest to as far as you can reach out, that's a lot more separation. And if you don't body catching with, Anthony, he's not really a body catcher. He's pretty good getting the ball out the air. That's another degree of separation. But listen, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all the phone. No, Jay from Chicago. Thanks for calling, man. Doski Woski.
Peace, bro.
Yes, sir. Let me check on the chat box before I move on. Don't. Oh Lord, Coach Evans dropping a dime in the chat box in the super chat. He say for the Lions. Salute, man. For the Lions, Coach Evans. Salute to Coach Evans. We're going to probably get some Ravens talk in a little bit later just for Coach Evans. Alter Ego dropping the dub in the super chat. He say, can I hear some Skins talk? I'm excited about Payne with Allen and Leonidas. Is that how to spell Leonidas? Leonidas? Yeah, that boy, guys. Okay. Well, you want some Washington talk? We can talk a little bit of Redskins. Deron Payne don't scare me, and that's not as a Cowboys fan. The Cowboys have put together the best offensive line in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But Jonathan Allen is scary. Jonathan Allen is legit scary. Deron Payne is solid to me. So I wasn't a huge fan of the pick or whatever. When I was watching film on Deron Payne, I saw a guy, if I can quote Lance Reed one time, he was very lackadaisical in his regular season games, but he kind of showed up a little bit more in the playoffs. And that kind of gives a little bit of, I don't want to say discrepancy almost. Somebody give me a word for one thought conflicts with another thought. Somebody give me a better word for that since y'all way smarter than me. But part of me goes, damn, Deron Payne, you showing up when the lights come on. I love that. But another side of me is like, damn, can I count on you 16 games? What if we don't make the playoffs? Are you never going to show up? You see what I mean? So Deron Payne can be pretty much on and off. With his production, but when he's going, he's good to go. He's good to go. Now, something conflicted. Thank you, Jax. Something that I'm thinking about with Deron Payne or whatnot. I think Washington runs a 3-4 defense. I could be wrong. I like Deron Payne when he has one gap and one gap only, going straight forward, using that interior burst that he has or whatever. That's what Deron's really good at, when he's good. I don't want Deron to have to think too much. Jonathan Allen, he can either play 3-tech, 1-gap, B-gap, kill it. Or Jonathan Allen can come off the ball, extend, and play 2 gaps. Jonathan Allen's real good at that. Deron Payne ain't really that good at that. You know what I mean? But it depends, man. There's ways around it. You can play 3-4 and still kind of sort of have him predominantly 3-tech, 1-gapping. You know what I mean? But that's just up for y'all to really kind of figure out or whatever. But like I said, man, if you can get Deron Payne to work for you, then by golly, he works for you. Darius Geis, I like Darius Geis. I don't like Rob Kelly at all. so let's just assassinate him. But I wasn't really done with the Samaje Perine Chris Thompson project. You know what I mean? But I think Darius Geis is a running back that can potentially be bell cow type of guy. I don't know if he's gonna come in day one and start. That's up to y'all's, team structure or whatever. But I think Darius Geis will eventually earn his spot and win it and keep it. We didn't see a big amount, like a large amount of pass catching from him, but that's what Chris Thompson does. Chris Thompson puts the nipple on the titty and pass catching. So, we just gonna run that. The offensive line is fine. What else I got for you? What else happened to the daggone Redskins in the offseason? Tim Settle. Y'all drafted Tim Settle. I like Tim Settle in that defense. Tim is a big trash can full of dirt type of guy. You put him at the 0. I like him next to Jonathan Allen. Shit. Tim Settle from Virginia Tech. You just put him in the middle, let him plug up space, and let John Allen disrupt, pick on, and ass whoop against whoever the hell he gonna line up against. I like that. And I hope y'all don't try to put Deron Payne at 0. I hope he's gonna play one of those end spots. So, Quinn Blanding is fine. Sean Dion Hamilton, whatever. So y'all had the guys that you're gonna get production from in your draft. You'll be fine getting production from them. I'm just not the biggest fan of taking Deron Payne that early in the first round. That's just me. But then you turn around and take Tim Settle. Whatever, man. But thanks for dropping 20 in the super chat though. And this ain't just this ain't me doing some type of biased Cowboys talk or anything like that. Structurally, it's a bit of a conflicting thought to kind of deal with or whatever. But hey, man, if y'all like it, I love it. Coach Evans said, I like the 2 running backs the Redskins got. I like the Perine Thompson combo. That was cool to me. But hey, you want to go out there and get Darius Geis for cheap, I ain't mad at it. Let's hop into the phones though. See what the phone's talking about. 828, what's happening?
Yo, it's Johnny from North Carolina.
Johnny from North Carolina. What's cracking like? What you got for the show?
Well, I'm looking at my boy from NC State, Bradley Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Von Miller gonna take all the attention, and he's gonna be able to get some sacks.
Now, let me ask you a question, man. Since you're a Broncos fan, is that defense gonna be 4-3 or is it gonna be 3-4?
Well, I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm an NC State fan.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. Let me tell you something about NC State and the Peanut Gallery then. If we can just bond on the NC State for a second. The Peanut Gallery would really have you believing that Ohio State had the best defensive line early in the season, man. And there are some guys on Ohio State's D-line. I don't even want to, just crap on that or whatever. But, man, over time as I done my research, bro, North Carolina State D-line was amazing.
And then nobody wanted to talk about him.
Nobody wanted to talk about him. Jordan Bryant, what's up in the chat box? Sing it, Otis. Man, NC State, I was and look, and I'm not the draft guy that'll lie to you. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I knew this the whole time. I had to watch the Senior Bowl the Senior Bowl really opened this up to me, and I went in blind. I didn't know anybody's name, I kind of like that dynamic going in blind because I don't lean towards anybody, towards or away from anybody. But I'm like, man, who are these dudes with these red helmets that I can't identify? Because apparently North Carolina State got 12 damn helmets. But man, who are these dudes in these red helmets that are whooping everybody ass, bruh?
See, if it wasn't for the Senior Bowl, then Justin Jones might not even have been drafted. He might have went undrafted.
People would have been asleep, fam. People would have been asleep. Yeah. But damn, shouts out to the Senior Bowl. Somebody said Senior Bowl was overrated. I'd be damn. I'd be damn. You learn so much about people from the Senior Bowl. But go ahead, fam. Go ahead with you. I just took over your question, bro. My bad. Go ahead. Hit us with it. What you got?
No, I just think that he's really going to eat, even if you put like Von Miller like as a linebacker, he can still rush from that position too. So, if they're going against like, a team with a bad offensive line, then he could get Rookie of the Year because he could get 8-9 sacks.
There's this narrative going around that right tackles are for whatever reason bad left tackles. I think that right tackles are just right side left tackles because you're gonna play against teams that have pass rushes that can get you from every angle. So if you look at Von Miller on one side, hey man, Chubb on the other one, Shane Ray probably exists somewhere. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option, but he's going to exist somewhere. The Raiders have that set up. It's a lot of teams that build pass rush on both sides, so you got to have tackles on both sides. And I think teams that are going up against the Broncos definitely have to address that. But I'm listening. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And I was going to also talk about B.J. Hill. He went to the Giants. You think that they're going to use him well?
BJ Hill's sister is actually in the chat box, so salute to Miss Nicole.
Oh.
Because that's what I do on my channel. Are the Giants going to use BJ Hill correctly? I hope so. I would like to see BJ Hill lined up at 3-tech getting upfield, but we'll see. The Giants really do value the trash can full of dirt type of guy, and they just got a D lineman from Alabama last year. The ugly kid from Alabama playing D tackle. I forgot his name, but I think they're setting themselves up for a solid little future, keeping that D line intact, and I expect them to continue to add on to that because they can't pay everybody. They already about to find themselves in a little bit of a cap limbo, so they better use B.J. Hill correctly. Shit, I love B.J. Hill. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I feel like all of the NFC East is trying to get some defensive linemen. They all scared of Zeke. Well,
they have to, and the Cowboys have the greatest offensive line in this side of the planet Earth, fam. You know what I mean? Like
Connor Williams could get defensive. Williams could get Rookie of the Year.
He's not because of politics, but this Infinity Gauntlet, this Voltron robot, this Megazord, this 6 pieces that's gonna come together and make something, and it's gonna make something nasty, fam. Like, I think Connor Williams is better than Ron Leary, and I also think La'el Collins is better than Doug Free. So our offensive line at its best is better than it once was. Then the best running back in the league is coming back pissed off. We can debate that if y'all whatever, but the best running back in the league is coming back pissed off.
I agree. I think Zeke's the best runner.
And that ain't me and it's not me being biased. Just look at who people drafted in fantasy football. I wish somebody would say Zeke ain't shit, and then they go and draft him first or second overall in fantasy football. I think the Gurley situation is better. But as far as like the running back, come on. Look, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Le'Veon Bell, like if his team was a run first team, then he wouldn't get, as much yards as he does.
And I love Le'Veon Bell. But this is my thing about Zeke, and this is what I value so much about Zeke. Zeke is a damn track star in a 230-pound body. in which he can run from you and he can pound your defense into submission. That's what I like the most about Zeke. Plus, he's a catcher. You know, we don't throw him the ball as much as we can. I mean, we don't want to kill him. And there will be running backs that are more productive than Zeke because the Cowboys like to rotate Zeke and throw the ball to people. But skill set wise, over David Johnson, over Ty Gurley, over Le'Veon Bell, Saquon Barkley, whoever you want to name, I think Zeke's combination of traits make him the best. I could be whatever. I could be biased, but I think I bring that to the discussion. You know what I mean? That he can play both backs for you. But I'm sorry, I'm taking your call and making this about me, bro. I really do apologize, but we got some other people on the phone, man. Is that all you had, man? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry, man. North Carolina State was representing there, man. North Carolina State made some great. They had some great product on the field, man. They even had the running back come out. Forgot his name, Hines, I believe. They had Hines come out too. So, whatever. Somebody asked me how I feel about Bo Scarborough. I don't feel about Bo Scarborough. Whatever. Let me see. Let me go in the comment section and see how these people may or may not have attacked me while I've been talking. What's up, Amber? Hey, man. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, man. I actually met Miss Jackie at the draft in real life, and man, Miss Jackie felt like my auntie, man. Like, yeah, I met her. I didn't even know the lady. Walked up, gave her a hug. How you doing, Miss Jackie? Hugged me back, daughter. I bet she could bake the hell out some pound cake, though. Miss Jackie looked like she baked good pound cake. I don't know. How you doing, Miss Jackie? Let's see. I see some. Yeah, Bell's a good running back. Gurley's a good running back. Yeah, sure. McCoy is actually far and away the best runner in the NFL. Okay, fam. Fournette's the best. Okay, bro. All right, call me, get up out of there. Dead for Life say I can't call in for some reason. Try again, famo. We got callers, but y'all know we go straight to platinum. G from Miami. What's happening, bro?
Yo, what's up, Vod?
Shit, holding down for the Doski Woski, fam. What's happening?
Yo, how bored are you?
How bored am I?
Yeah.
I would really like for football season to be a thing right now, if that's what you mean.
All right. That's not what I meant, but I'm gonna say,
okay.
Let's go over like who you think would be like all NFL rookie team next year for this upcoming. I know it's a Cleo Lombardi question, but like rookie of the year is a Cleo Lombardi question as well. So
rookie team. Okay, so how deep is the depth? We just doing. Let me see.
Premier position. I mean, if you're the O-line guy, if you want to get into like offensive lineman,
that's actually. Oh, I just muted you on accident, G. Hold up, time out. Okay, I just brought you back. That's actually a good question, and that's actually something I wouldn't mind doing over the next few minutes or so. Damn good job, fam. Let me.
I know.
Let me pull up the draft tracker so I can get everybody's name in front of me. That's you. Good job, fam. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a quarterback, and we're gonna do quarterback 2 because there was a lot of them this year. I'm gonna do 2 running backs, 1 and 2. But this time, look, I'm gonna do like a bell cow running back, and like running back 2 gonna be like my change of pace back. You know what I mean? So
all right,
let's do 3 receivers, a tight end, left tackle, right tackle. Matter of fact, no, let's go in order. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. That's going to be the offense. Then we're going to go 2 edge players. Now, what kind of defense we running? We're going to run 3-4. We're going to run a 4-3. It's very important. It's very important.
What do you feel?
Chat box. I want y'all to let me know. We gonna run a 3-4 defense, or we gonna run a 4-3. Y'all let me know.
Well, isn't there like more edge rushers this class? So like 4-3 would make sense, right?
Oh my God, edge rushers are trash compared to last year, fam. But I mean, you asked the question, so regardless of the actual class, I gotta make this happen. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna lean on the chat box, and I'm gonna have them tell me. I'm gonna have them tell me what kind of defense we're gonna run. That's pretty good, G from Miami. While I'm setting this up, we're gonna bring Dead for Life in real fast. G from Miami, just hang tight. Keon, what you want, man? What's happening?
Hey, man, I just want to say hello. And I saw you were streaming, so I want to say hi and do whatever you got to do, man.
Okay, appreciate it, homie. Appreciate it. That's real talk. What you got for the show?
Then, well, you said this is basically about the rookies that are coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, even though I'm not a fan of the Falcons, I am kind of scared about them getting what's his name, Calvin Ridley. I mean, he looks explosive, and he looks like he's a developed number 2, and we're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with him with our defense. But him convoying with Julio, I think he could be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. That's just one of my opinions.
This is why I don't think Calvin Ridley is in the Rookie of the Year conversations, because it's a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. And to be fair, like Matt Ryan throws for 4,500 yards or something. Does the addition of Calvin Ridley put him over 5,000? You know, it doesn't really work like that. What Calvin Ridley will do is he will get better one-on-one matchups than the Hardy kid. You know, that's where Calvin Ridley is better. Then when it's time for Sanu to move on, because you may not pay him, then Calvin Ridley can move in. They may or may not pay Julio. We don't know, but that's just them building on something. I think I think DJ Moore I think he's in a better situation as far as he's, you know. If you look at Carolina, who else they gonna throw to? Funches and Curtis Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that's the other leading
Christian running back
that they have.
Christian is the running back, and Jonathan Stewart doesn't exist in that offense anymore. So you know, I mean, he's not gonna take too many passes from what's his face from DJ Moore.
I like DJ Moore, and I think he'll lead he'll help out Cam, but I just don't think that, even though he will be the top dog, I think defenses are gonna try to keep him in check. They're gonna double him. I think that's gonna be his biggest issue, and I'm not sure if he can really take on double teams like that in the NFL, at least not from what I've seen.
Watch him do it. Watch him do it. That's all you got for the show?
Hey, man, that's all I got. But I just want to talk to you and say hello.
All right, Keon, that is real, man. You know, I think more people should do that, Amber. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in, Keon. All right, we back to G from Miami. Okay, so look, we gonna run this 4-3 defense, G. And damn, a part of me wanna put some more corners in here, man, because you know I can make this nasty, bro. But you know, I mean, we just gonna have to figure this out and make it like package wise. You know what I mean? Because I do want to show more love to corners. But on my personal list, I got Sam Darnold QB1, Lamar Jackson QB2. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like my rankings or whatever. But if I had to start a team, why would I have Sam and Josh? You know what I mean? If Lamar can't take Sam's spot, get the ball in Lamar's hands somehow and have something special with him. You know what I mean? And plus, if Sam goes down, I really like Lamar Jackson. I'm about to tune in to the running backs real fast. I just got all this pulled up on my list, so I'm gonna really have fun when it's time to break down the offensive line. Did you have an input or something, or like is this just something you wanted me to do for the hell of it?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm
gonna tell you mine afterwards. I mean, you want to compete or you just want to do one?
I don't want to compete, G, because you will take up the entire segment, and we got some people. we got some people on the phone. Matter of fact, I'm putting you on mute because I know how you do. Matter of fact, I'm about to unmute you. You are now a guest on my show, G. So you'll be taking calls with me, okay?
Yeah.
Cool. You're now a guest on my show as I take these calls. 940. Sorry you had to wait, man. Who it is?
Hey, what up, Vaj, man? This is Doug from Wichita Falls.
What's up, man? Dowski Walsh, what you got for the show?
Man, first off, I just want to tell you, man, I'm so happy I found you. I found you. I've been listening to ESPN radio, which is ridiculous. And the idea that I've been missing you this entire time is crazy.
Wow.
And at the end of the month, I'm going to hit you up. I know I'm listening free now, but I'm going to hit you up at the end of the month. You on the bill list.
Wow. Man, look, I really do appreciate it. Your words, you don't even understand how hard the words just hit me, man, because I'm humble. I'm just some small dude from Natchez, Mississippi. I'm wearing it on my shirt right now, and that just mean the world to me, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Man, all I can say is, I've been scouting, now that I've actually been active at looking up, shows. I listen to podcasts, but actually looking for shows on YouTube, I never did it. Never did. I don't know why. It just never came to me. Then all of a sudden, somebody, I heard from a friend of mine, somebody hooked me onto you, and it was over. I've been looking up everybody now. And I got to say, no disrespect to any of your boys, your voice, man, you got it. I know. I just heard a couple of days ago you wanted to go into coaching. Let that slide. Get your communications degree and get on the radio where they're paying you real money.
I tell you what, man, I actually coached for like 5 years, man, and I loved it, man. It was just something special about cussing people kids out, trying to get the most out of them. You know what I mean? I coached high school for a little bit, but I really do like this gig though, like the radio / podcast / scouting type of deal. I really do like this gig, man. So I could do both, man.
Skills, man. I got a question for you and a comment. My comment is everybody's attitude toward Van Der Esch is the same garbage I heard when they were debating between the running back and the defensive end. Not last year,
Zeke,
a couple years ago. What's his name? Bosa.
Zeke and Joey Bosa. Yeah, right.
Exactly. When we were debating at number 4 which one to take, I heard everyone throw shade on Bosa, and it was ridiculous. And after he got hurt his first season, everybody was crazy about that. All of a sudden, he comes back with a few games left to play and just started sacking everybody.
I tell you what, man, Joey had the best offseason I've ever seen in my life. Joe, like, he was always a solid hand technician to me. That's clear as day. Anybody will tell you that. But from his last college football game to his first NFL football game to the first game of his second season, that dude has evolved faster than I've ever seen. And a lot of people think I hated Joey Bosa, but I'm very critical of anybody. I'm just gonna show what's on film. And I had some criticism for Joey, but he fixed all that in that offseason, man. And he absolutely transitioned into a better version of himself, though. But I feel you on that.
I'm just hoping everybody give Van Der Esch a minute, to catch his breath and let's see what he does.
Thing about Van Der Esch is people think I've changed my tune on him because he's a cowboy. Van Der Esch still soft, and he still needs to work on disengaging with his hands. But in terms of fitting what the Cowboys want, he's a linebacker that can move backwards and laterally, and if he can run clean, he's a monster up in there. But when he deals with blocks and when he deals with trash, he gets on the ground. People pick on him. They take his lunch money. And people think that for some reason, since he's a Cowboy now, that I think Van Der Esch is going to be a Hall of Famer. I ain't say none of that. I ain't say that because he, but if he works on his hands, and we have a very dominant 3-tech in Dallas, and whoever's going to play 1-tech is just going to be 1-tech. I think Van Der Esch can play within that system, and Sean Lee can help him, and Paul Rod Marinelli can bring out the best of them. That's all I'm saying.
The question I got for you is, which player do you wish you could get back that's career cut short due to injury? And mine was, do you remember Dat Win?
I remember that win.
Used to
Cowboy
play-
linebacker that win. Yeah.
Yeah, he played linebacker. He wound up a few years into his career getting a neck injury.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that kid had so much talent and was going to blow up until he got hurt.
Is this is this a Cowboy question or just a player in general?
I'll let it open. It's open.
Marcus Lattimore was going to be one of the nastiest running backs we had ever seen.
Yeah.
But he had his little, situation or whatnot. Jadeveon Clowney, in which he's shown great traits or whatnot, but before his microfracture surgery, Jadeveon Clowney was going to be one of legend. You know what I mean? And it's sad that that's the game that we play. There are battle scars involved, but people forgot about Marcus Lattimore, man, and that sucks. That sucks, man. Jalen Smith. Look, you want to talk about Cowboy stuff? If he never if he never had a knee injury, he wouldn't be a Cowboy. First of all, but that man look like him and Miles Jack. I just threw my pen. Just threw my pen. Please, man, you gonna make me cry, man. What's your next question, man? Get what else you got, man?
Dude, no, that's all I got. I'm not going to take up too much time, man, but I appreciate it. And just know right now I'm riding with Vach. Just know that.
Oh, man, thank you. So this is Doug from Wichita Falls, right?
Yeah, T-Dub.
T-Dub, you are a platinum caller now, so the next time you call, you're going to go to the top of the list so you're not waiting so long, all right? Appreciate you, man.
Man, much appreciated, man. Take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Salute. Man, I'm blown away, man. Calls like that blow me away. I got 3 platinum guys. Look, G, Drake, and Jalen. Hold on. Let me get this call out the way, and I'm gonna get all 3 of y'all on at the same time, and we can attack this all-star team. 412. I hope you got a good one, fam. We got some platinum callers on the list. Who this?
Yo, what's good, man? This is Guillermo Kioske, man, a.k.a. James Uko on the Facebook page, man. What's good?
I don't know how to spell that. What's up, man? What you got for the show?
Flow, man. Just go with the flow, but I got some angry shit. First and foremost, I want to thank the Giants for letting Darnold fall Gettleman with his fucking fake bravado. Excuse my language, but this guy's a fucking idiot.
Okay.
You draft a guy in Saquon Barkley who is, don't get me wrong, he's a fucking Model S running back.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude is basically Reggie Bush 2.0. Let's see them when they play in that fucking Power O-line shit, and he's more so of a zone guy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he needs to run in space first and foremost.
Right.
This is not a guy who's going to be going through the blocks and shit. And Eli Manning, don't get me wrong,
Right.
he was a good quarterback, but he's about done. So
You mad,
I think whoever is at the Giants, I think whoever's at the Browns. First and foremost, I want to say another thing. Instead of us, I put up a post on the Facebook chat, right?
Okay.
And it talked about all these busts that everybody talk about. Oh, this player's a bust. About why don't we talk about the coaches who are bust?
Dang.
The coaches who come in, I'm a guru at this, or I came from this college system, and they draft the wrong players. They don't know how to develop the right players. For instance, Hugh Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying Deshaun Kaiser is this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why would you bring a kid whose confidence has probably been a little bit shot because of his jackass coach making those comments? People look at him and say he's inaccurate and all that shit. But you start him despite the fact that, one, you do have weapons. You had Njoku, you had Duke Johnson. But you start the kid and you keep starting, you take him out and start. So I would love if you did a video. I know it's maybe out of your realm. If you did a video on some of these bum-ass fucking coaches, some of these bum-ass fucking evaluators that come in and make these comments, and they're more so the bust. I'm tired of watching, I watched the Tim Couch NFL Films thing, and I'm like, this dude was not that bad. That team just fucking sucks. Same thing, David Carr. So that's how I feel. I apologize for cursing so bit. I just get mad when they destroy some of these young players, man. And third of all, I want to say, man, I don't know if Jerry Jones is an evil genius or he's a psych. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but I have a conspiracy theory. I don't think that Dak Prescott is one of his guys. I think in his heart of hearts, he wanted to hold on to Dez, but Dez's production and stubbornness wasn't holding. Because Dez's the type of dude that he's like, in terms of his attitude, I could see him being the type of dude that he'd go all out for Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones would be the type to bail him out when he gets a drug conviction or some shit like that. Even though he hasn't. He's been fairly decently clean for the past few years. But I think that he's putting Dak to the fire because don't get me wrong, the guy you drafted, whatever, the little softy cupcake middle.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Neck.
Watch your mouth.
No neck. This guy all steroided up, looking like Tony Mandarich, little brother. Y'all drafted him, even though y'all could have had Calvin. Y'all could have had another wide receiver come in after Bryant.
We drafted a wide receiver, and he gonna be a gangster.
Oh what? Oh, he's better than Calvin Ridley?
Michael Gallup is a gangster.
Michael Gallup. That's cute. That'll be nice.
I tell you what though. Watch this. Who would you rather have, Josie Jewell and Calvin Ridley, or Leighton Vander Esch and Michael Gallup? Okay. Yo, appreciate you, man. Look, this was a great call though. You had a long ass name, but I'm gonna type you in as Mad Dog. You are a platinum caller now, and your name is gonna be Mad Dog when next time you call in, it's gonna pop up just like that. All right, salute to you, man.
I'm about to donate right now, man. I'm gonna donate right now. Peace out, man. Appreciate your channel, boy.
I appreciate you, Mad Dog. That's a good call. That boy was Mad Dog. Some of these bum ass coaches, man. Tim Couch wasn't a bad quarterback. He had these bum ass coaches up in here. Yeah, they talking about. I love Johnny Manziel. Had these bum ass coaches up in here. I don't hear about these bum ass. Cool ass Drake, Jalen, and G from Miami. What's up, y'all? Oh man, so look, G from Miami has presented me with the all rookie list, and I have it written down on some paper here, so I can properly assess it. But I wanted all of y'all's opinion because I feel like we could possibly come together and fuss about this. Before we get started on that, cool ass Drake, what's happening, brother? What's good?
Well, man, I haven't talked to you since the draft, and I have been wanting to because I haven't got to express my joy over getting Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's a Raven.
You know what, cool ass Drake? It was one of these videos, and I could probably search it, but it was like you was like, man, and it was just like MAAAAAN. He was like, man, I really want Lamar Jackson, but I know he won't make it to us. And I was like, damn, cool ass Drake got Lamar Jackson after all this, man. Express your love and your happiness for Lamar Jackson, cool ass Drake.
First of all, Vach, I think you know that, like, he was my quarterback one.
Uh-huh.
I had him as my player one.
Yeah.
I thought he was the number one player in the entire draft because he's just a generational talent at quarterback. And the fact that man, you should have seen how stressed out I was on draft night, dude. You should have seen, like, it was okay, so like freaking the Saints. First of all, the Saints jumped in front of the Ravens. And I was right there. I was like, "Oh my God!"
To go get
Jackson,
Davenport,
Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine that? And I was like, "It's bullshit, man." But then they picked Marcus Davenport, which threw me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
So then Lamar's there at 16. I'm like, "Oh my God, Ozzy's gonna pick him. We're gonna get Lamar Jackson." And then I traded down, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh, like these teams that are picking in front of us, they don't need quarterbacks," and maybe that's what Ozzy thought. Then they traded down again, and I kid you, like, draft night for me, they picked Hayden Hurst, the tight end, at pick 25.
You was mad?
I turned the TV off. I stopped watching the draft. Like, I was like, you're going to pass up Lamar Jackson for a tight end who's about to be 25 when the season starts. I was quite infuriated. I was upset. So I turned the TV off, and then like half an hour later, my phone just starts going off, and everyone's like, Lamar Jackson. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, he's a Raven. I was like, what? It was crazy, man. So stoked.
I'm so happy for you, man, because look, he was one of your guys, and this what you did. You stood in the middle of the fire when all these people was talking crazy to you, and I was having my rank these quarterback conversations. You stood in the middle of the fire with your guy, and you ain't changed, cool ass Drake. I love that, fam.
Oh man, he's like, I don't know. Lamar Jackson, he was 12 yards away from leading Louisville over Deshaun Watson's Clemson team that beat Alabama in the championship. I'm just so excited that he's a Raven, man. I can't wait to be like, my favorite team is going to be so fun to watch for like 12 years. It's going to be great.
I'm happy for you, cool ass Drake. And we got Jalen on the phone too, man. What the hell you want, Jalen?
Oh man, nothing, man. Hey, congrats on the Lamar Jackson thing. I know I ripped him early on, but I actually ended up kind of liking Lamar. You know, I'm just worried about his downfield accuracy a little bit. But hey, that's an upgrade at anything over.
It's
Joe Flacco.
his mid accuracy that worries me more than his deep accuracy.
Lamar throwing it outside the hashes, but
yeah,
hey, it's better than Joe Flacco.
Let me ask y'all something, man. Let me ask y'all something. How many games / interceptions Joe got to throw for the crowd to just cuss, scream, and throw beer and start chanting for Lamar? How many games / interceptions before that happens?
Probably 6.
I honestly think Joe might play the whole season. I honestly think that might happen.
I give Joe Flacco 5 3-and-outs before they start to bring Lamar Jackson in.
Exactly.
Well, for me, I want to see. Let's see how the preseason goes. That's all I'm saying. You know, like
I got a feeling. Look, this was gonna happen. In preseason, you know, we get the easy defenses, vanilla stuff, nothing scary or whatever. And I think Lamar's going to go out there and he's going to lose his mind in preseason. Now, granted, Lamar Jackson in week 8 versus Lamar Jackson week 1 preseason, 2 different quarterbacks. Now, but what I'm saying is I think he'll rip up preseason so bad.
Oh, yeah.
That the fans are going to put Joe on such a small leash that, man, y'all saw Lamar Jackson in the damn preseason. Let's go ahead and put him in there and assassinate Joe and see what the hell we got in Lamar Jackson. And I think that's going to be the thing.
You know how I feel about Lamar, but at the same time, like, the offense now is better than it's been in 5 years, even without, like, even with Joe as the quarterback. You got 2 tight ends with Hurst and Andrews. You got Crabtree, John Brown, Snead at receiver, Lasley and Jaleel Scott at receiver. The offensive line has been majorly upgraded. I think, you know, it'll be interesting. It's tough. It's tough as a Ravens fan because, like, especially as, like, a major Lamar fan, because I'm really thankful for. I've been watching Joe for 10 years. He had that Super Bowl run. He's probably over the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And last year he was the thing. Okay, here's the thing: is Joe gonna be a bitch with the ball? Because like last year, Joe was a bitch. He wouldn't throw deep. He was check down king. It was all bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think that like the team, I think the organization's gonna say, let's go. I think they'll go to the first Pittsburgh game. Joe's going to be the starter, and we'll see what happens in that first Pittsburgh game.
Okay, I'm with that. Matter of fact, because look, man, I got one more caller on the list. Pete, man, I'm about to mute the 3 of y'all, and we going to get right into this list, but I got to show some love, man, because I know y'all pretty much going to be here for the rest of the show. TP from NC, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on? Boski Woski.
Doski Woski, Peasky Whiskey, brother. Hey, what you got for the show?
Hey, what's up, Vosh? Look here, everybody talking about Lamar Jackson, all these other rookies and everything.
Uh-huh.
But TP from NC, I don't give a damn about nobody but them boys.
If
you ain't about them boys, I ain't want to hear it. Because our boy, like you said, Michael Gallup going to be the man. He's a monster. And I believe in what you call too. I believe in your boy from Texas. Oh, Connor Williams. Because that's the reason, Connor Williams, that's the reason our line was messed up because Ronald Levy was gone. Zeke couldn't run that darn ball. Now we got Connor Williams, somebody's nasty, take your lunch. He got to whoop our ass, and don't worry about it, baby. Hey, that's all I want to say, Bosh. Go watch out for them damn boys. That's all I got to say, Bosh. TP from NC, I'm out. And look here, Bosh, I'm going to donate to your cause too, buddy. Just hold on.
Yes, sir. That's Hall of Fame right there. I kind of want to end the show. I might just hang up on Drake, Jalen, and G. Damn, y'all! Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That man said. That man, look.
I believe in him too now.
Look, all in one phone call, right? Watch this. Watch this. Did what he did. He said, "I'm the best. The Cowboys are the best." He loves Connor Williams. He's gonna give me money, and he did it all under 60 seconds. That's the greatest call that you can come up with, man. God damn. Anyway,
well, I'm sorry for talking over the most amongst the three of us, but I haven't talked about you. I just really wanted to tell him how pumped I am about Lamar Jackson.
man, cool ass Drake, you have clout around here, dog. You were in the top 100 of people that have subbed to me. You were in Tab Gang. You have been around since day one. You can say what you want, Drake. Anyway, so I'm putting together this all rookie team, right? And I've decided to go with a 3-4 defense. I have to change my mind from a 4-3 because I feel like I can do a lot more with a 3-4. I'll explain later.
I love 3-4. I'm a fan of that.
I'm a 4-3 guy, but it's a lot I can do with 3-4, in this system, okay? So, quarterbacks. I got Sam and Lamar Jackson. I got Saquon as running back 1. Don't really have running back 2 yet. I'm still figuring that out. It might be Sony Michel. I don't know. But and look, let me say this. This list has nothing to do with like skill level. It's just how they would fit in my offense. You know what I mean? Like contrasting skill levels. So my wide receivers, at X I got DJ Moore. At Z I got Calvin. At Z I got Calvin Ridley, and at the slot I got Christian Kirk. I got Dallas Goedert at tight end because I feel like Gesicki can't block, and I feel like Hayden Hurst ain't gonna block nobody neither. But they're great receivers. But if you look at guys like Dalton Schultz, like he's a tremendous blocker, but he's not the greatest receiver. But Dallas Goedert is a solid, balanced type of dude. So I would like to have Dallas Goedert as my tight end. As my offensive line, this was the most fun. Then I'm gonna let y'all rock. As my offensive line. Left tackle, Isaiah Wynn. Left guard, Will Hernandez. Center, James Daniels. Right guard, Quentin Nelson. Right tackle, Connor Williams. Just like that. No Mike McGlinchey. No Colton Miller. Colton Miller's on my bench somewhere. Playing PAT block.
Supposedly Miller's been doing well in the Raiders minicamp.
He is blocking other rookie minicamp players. Whatever.
Valid point.
I bet he ain't whooping Maurice Hurst. But what happened?
That seems like a weird blocking scheme though, because James Daniels seems like a zone guy. So and it's not a lot of diversity. I don't think you could do with that lineup.
Let me tell you something.
That's the only one.
This is my list, fam.
Hey, I got you.
This is my list. I can do what I want, but go ahead.
Nah, I mean that's the only thing about it.
I want to talk about you got your hole at halfback too. Who are you trying to get to complement Saquon?
And it's hard to have a second running back to Saquon because you can't say, "Oh, I'm going to get a running back that can catch the ball." Because damn, you ain't got to take Saquon off the field to catch the ball. So I would imagine he'll have to be a physical back. So I guess Geis would be a top level physical running back. You know what I mean? So
I would suggest Nick Chubb.
Chubb is a cool. I mean, it depends on who you like more out of Geis or Chubb. So if you like Geis,
carry on Chubb more late in the process. I'm on Chubb. Man, that dude is crazy good.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm putting Geis anyway because I like how he ignores his brain health and just whoops up on people.
Man, you gotta go rewatch some Chubb. That dude runs just as angry as Geis.
I love Chubb, man, but this my whole problem with Chubb. I remember watching film on Chubb pre-knee injury, and it hurts me to watch what Chubb is now. And it's pretty indicative of how good Chubb was that he fell off and he's still like a top second round guy. You know what I mean? But pre-injury, Chubb was looking like next Gurley, man, and it hurts to see.
Change direction.
Yeah. I mean, man, look, Chubb. They had Chubb. They had Chubb on kick return, man. Chubb don't return. Chubb don't return no kicks no more.
His 2017 tape is vastly improved from his 2016 tape.
Totally.
Obviously he has a little bit more of a risk now that he has that knee injury, but I mean, for the next, if he plays 5 years clean, I bet he could have the best first 5 years.
Look at Frank Gore.
In this class. Yeah, look at Frank Gore, exactly.
Yeah, I love Frank Gore. But, man, pre-injury Bradley Chubb. Dang, I mean, Nick Chubb, pardon me. Pre-injury Nick Chubb, whatever. What about...
like, if he never got injured, where would you, like, place him in compared to last year's class? Because, like, I heard he was, like, going against, like, Leonard Fournette for, like, who's the first quarterback?
He was in a top tier complete running back conversation, fam. Like
he's like, as far as SEC running backs go, he's like up in the top 3 with Bo Jackson and Herschel Walker or something like that. He's up there with those guys.
I would say he would be.
4 years.
I would say 25. I might do a film session on it. I don't know. I don't know. RIP 2014.
I really think he might be rookie of the year. I'm like on the Chubb bandwagon. I think that dude is good.
And my only problem with that is that he runs just like Carlos Hyde, man. and I don't see them.
No, he's not as much of a bitch in between the tackles as Hyde.
Don't you talk about Carlos Hyde in that way. You better stop, Drake. They're
Nah, Chubb is not a 3.9 average runner. No way.
Well, he had no interior blocks though for Hyde.
Yeah, I dig that. But I do like Cleveland's offensive line, kind of, sort. I like them in the middle, and that's where they're going to be running in the middle. So I mean, we'll see. I like Chubb, but like rookie of the year, I don't know, because I think New England's going to use the hell out of Sony Michel.
You really think so?
I think they're going to use the hell out of Sony Michel, fam, because he can do everything. He's.
I thought that was kind of a weird pick for them because Bill Belichick really hates fumblers, and Sony has had problems in the past with fumblers.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
I just thought it was a little bit of a weird, like, because as soon as they picked him, I was like, Bill like really doesn't like fumblers, so to pick him in round 1 was a bit of a surprise.
Yo, Drake.
That Josh McDaniel clout.
Yo, Drake. Know what that means to me? That means Belichick and Brady ain't gonna be there next year. Is what that means to me.
You know, Pat, you might be on to something there.
That's what that means. TL White, salute to you, dropping a dime in the super chat. Doski Woski, Vach T-Dub. I don't know what T-Dub means. Okay, TL White, like T-Dub, like T-W. I get it. All right, T-Dub, salute, man. Appreciate you for dropping a dime, brother. What y'all think about the receivers? DJ Moore at X. Y'all can probably put Cortland Sutton there, too. I think Calvin really at Z is the clear answer. And you can change out Christian Kirk at slot. You can put Anthony Miller at slot. You put Dante Pettis at slot if you want to. You can put Gallup.
Dante Pettis, man.
You know what I mean?
Dante Pettis. Cool.
I like Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say Christian Kirk.
And I go Sutton too because I like Yak guys a lot, especially if we're gonna run with Darnold and Jackson.
This is the best set of down route runners that we could find, dog. like DJ Moore, Ridley, and Kirk. Like, what 3 receivers run routes better in the league, dog? Like
Anthony Miller.
No, what I'm saying is, yes, I kind of do feel you on that. But what I'm saying, in the league, what trio of receivers in the league already runs routes as good as those 3 guys is what I'm saying.
I don't know. New England tries to because they get like 3 white guys. So,
hey, man.
Get good route runners with grit.
Find you a white guy, you got a route runner. So I feel you. We got a lot of callers, man. Let's see.
Pittsburgh Steelers got some pretty damn good receivers, unfortunately.
Damn. Cool ass Drake talking that shit. Sam Pena, what you want, dog?
Hey, Vosh, how you doing?
You have to say, hey, Vosh, G from Miami, cool ass Drake, and Jalen.
All right. How y'all doing, guys?
What's up?
Opt out. Go ahead. What you got
I'm not going through all the names, man.
What you got for the show, Sam?
I just want to talk about Sony Michel. I was really surprised that the Patriots traded all the way up to take it. Not trade it, but that they took a running back in the first round. That was a surprise to me. But here's one thing that does concern me about Sony Michel. In college, he really, really struggled with fumbles. Mm-hmm. And like we all know, the Patriots, when their running backs start to fumble, the first thing they do is they send him to the bench.
Damn.
And that happened a lot with guys like Ridley. Lawrence Maroney had some problems with that early in his career. Damn. So what do you think about that, guys? If Sony Michel starts to fumble, do you think the Patriots will take away a lot of his touches, or do you think they're going to let him ride through it.
I think
I think they'll take away his
disappear.
touches.
I think we kind of just touched on that, and that means you wasn't listening, Sam P. That's what I think.
I just tuned into the show like
I
5
think-
minutes ago.
I think your ass
Yeah,
wasn't
disappear.
listening, Sam. We just brought this up, but
All right.
I mean, we have touched on the fact that this is not a Bill Belichick type marriage, but then I made the point that, hey man, this may be a Belichick won't be here next year type move. So
It's clear to me that he's the Deion Lewis replacement.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. I think Burkhead probably still has a role in the red zone, kind of sorta, but I
They got
think
Jeremy Hill now too, except he's a fumbler. They added a bunch of fumblers.
they
That's
got what's
weird.
going on? What's going on with Belichick? He ain't
There
got.
are a bunch of running backs that have different types of running styles too.
They ain't all gonna make the team though, so
Yeah.
we can go ahead and get that Walmart name tag ready for Jeremy Hill. So
Because they already know they're like, we're gonna soften the balls up a little bit. It's gonna fix itself.
mhm. All right, Sam, that's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, it's it. I didn't know y'all talked about it. I tuned in just recently, so sorry about that.
It's all good.
So-
You just wasn't focused. That's all. Just whatever. All right, Sam.
All right.
All right, and let me ask y'all this: if I would play Bradley Chubb at 3-4 defensive end, would I be wrong for that?
No.
Nah.
I don't like Bradley Chubb standing up, and some people think Bradley Chubb can stand his ass up, and I think. Wait a minute, time out. Shut your face. Hold up, y'all. Dead for Life, Keon Williams just dropped $49.99. It sounds like something like buying some off of those infomercials at midnight for $49.99. Da 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 da. He dropped it in the super chat, y'all, and he said a lot of words I don't understand. He says, "Tevita tilakonlogda tinobduda mosese voihe nununa veya for 3-4
I
3-4
speak that
notes."
language. He said you're the best of all time and the greatest in the world.
Damn, Keon. Salute to you, man, for dropping 50. Let me call back in. Keon, call back in so you can get in on this conversation. That was that super chat grants you. Get in on this damn on his top list. In whatever language that he is speaking, I know he wants Vita Vea at the nose. So damn it, we gonna put Vita Vea at the nose. Secret.
You know, I
Perfect
love
choice.
that. He's got the right idea.
Secretly,
that's great.
secretly, we was gonna put Vita Vea at nose anyway.
Anyways,
That's good because that's the right move.
But damn it, we go man call in Keon. That's all right, man. Vaj gonna eat tonight. Nah, Vaj gonna eat later. There you go.
No, but Vach,
What's up, bro?
you just got when you put Chubb at 3-4 DE, you just gotta say, can you put on like 5 to 10 pounds?
Time out, Drake. Time out, Drake. Keon, hey man? Appreciate you, dog. You the realest, dog. Salute.
Yeah, man, and his name is Tevita Tuliakiono Tui Soloto Moseta Sahaye Salatalvea.
Man, what language is that, man?
It's Tongan. The man is Tongan, and he's huge. I just wanted to put my thing in. I was looking to get the money together, and I was able to drop it this time. So salute to you, Vach. You the best.
Tongan. I got a pair of those shoes. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, hey, Keon. Hey, Keon. I am blown away by your generosity. I swear I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna put all that back into the channel, so you'll be getting it right back, man. Appreciate you, doc.
All right, man.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
you have a good one.
Yes, sir.
I'm still here. I'm still listening.
Yes, sir. I'm putting Vita Vea at 0 just for you. We was doing it anyway, but we doing it just for you. That man called in with the damn Tongan, and he spoke it flawlessly. Man, I don't know what that means. I have no idea.
that's his name.
Anyway, so I'm looking at.
I'm just glad he knew that the 3-4 defense had NPs.
Hey, he could put whoever the hell he want at 0 with a damn $50 drop in the super chat, bro. So
Hell yeah.
Williams.
so far for my 3-4 defense, I have Harold Landry and Uchenna Nwosu at the linebackers, the outside linebackers. And I got Bradley Chubb and Taven Bryant at the ends, and I got Vita Vea at 0. That makes sense to y'all? Do we have any quarrels there?
Where you
Wait, who was
where
your
you
other
lining
end?
Chubb up exactly? Like 5 tech?
You know, people call it 5 tech, but when I was coaching, we called it 4 tech. So Chubb is going to be our 3-4 defensive end. You know what I mean? And Taven Bryan's going to be the other one. But the outside linebackers, the edge linebackers are Harold Landry and Uchenna Nwosu.
The thought of Chubb and Taven at just 3-4 DE as a tandem is just frighteningly good.
That's scary. With Vita Vea in the middle. That's scary. That's terrifying.
That's
bro.
scary.
And you want to know something funny? I feel like Cleveland could have pulled that off. could Cleveland have pulled that off? Hell yeah. Cleveland could have pulled it off. Damn. But whatever. they don't want to be great like me. Linebackers, interior linebackers. And these guys going to run free. Let's see. One of them's got to be Roquan. Y'all would say?
I was about to say.
Yeah?
Yeah. Especially in a 3-4. Absolutely.
One's
Well,
got
we
to
know
be.
the other guys.
Who's the other guy?
Man, it's got to be Tremaine, don't it?
Does it have to be Tremaine?
Rashawn Evans, maybe.
Well, Evans, yeah, he's proven it. I like Evans, but I feel like if you got Roquan already, man, Tremaine will be the guy.
Evans is
If
more
he
of
gets
a
blocked
thumper.
sometimes, he'll take it.
Check my theory out. Check my theory out. With these defensive linemen, with this front, you would say that these linebackers would run clean, right?
It depends.
How about Leighton Vander Esch, man?
How
about Leighton Vander Esch?
Well, nah, coverage is important. That's
Leighton is a beast, but Leighton is a beast. I might go Evans though if it were me.
And you know what? I think you sacrifice physicality because Rashawn Evans is a lot more downhill than Leighton Vander Esch, and you can fill in your coverage woes with Roquan, but how dope would it be to have two coverage linebackers that'll run free?
I like that. I have that same sort of philosophy.
Roquan and Vander Esch running free with Vea, Chubb, and Taven Bryan in front of y'all. You know what I mean?
I mean, what do you feel about Jerome Baker though?
I think Jerome Baker is a athlete that's not really a football player. I don't think he wants a lot of sauce. Y'all know how what my man named Ohio State went to the Jets, Darren Lee, I believe.
Darren Lee.
Yeah.
You know how Darren Lee was super athletic. He would always get to the ball but not tackle nobody.
Yeah.
I think Jerome Baker's that same type of dude.
Poor
Darren Lee's
Jets
gotten
betting on
pretty
the
good,
Ohio
though.
State guys and lose them.
Yeah, I just don't think Jerome won no sauce, man. But I think this whole thing, it depends on how you want to build your defense, bro. If you want a super fast coveragey type of defense, you would go Roquan and Vander Esch. If you want a little more physicality, some downhill, you could go Tremaine and Rashawn. And that's a nasty front seven if it's damn Tremaine and Rashawn.
I feel like Tremaine got both of it though. I feel like he's an excellent cover guy too.
Now Tremaine is gifted mentally. I mean, pardon me, he's gifted physically, but the two better mental processing guys are Vander Esch and Roquan.
Yeah, but
they are the better cover / mental processing guys.
What you
is
doing
this
at
just
corner,
a team for
boss?
1 year? Is this just first year team? Like only how they'll play next year or down the line?
Let's just call it, the all-time team. Let's just, you know what? This is a 5-year until we got to find a way to pay all these damn people team.
All right, pause then. I feel like we gotta the quarterback list because that nigga Baker Mayfield's gonna be the man in 5 years. And
Better than Sam? Better than Sam. Rosen, yeah, but I think Rosen and Sam are similar. I think Lamar is different. You would want a contrasting guy.
Lamar's gonna end up being the team's starting quarterback anyway.
Damn.
I think all three of them are going to start this year. Darnold.
No, I meant on
and
this.
Lamar.
I mean on this team.
All right, you're gassing it.
So peep this out, y'all. Who y'all got playing corner on this team?
What type of defense are you running? Cover 3, man, or Tampa?
We're going to run all of them.
First of all, can I just chime in real quick and say, can you believe what the Packers went and did and got Jair Alexander and Josh Jackson?
Our defense gonna look something like that. That's they made some moves at D line, then they made those moves at corner. So
like what?
But you know what though?
King.
They believe in overkill. I mean,
Oh,
Rodgers.
I love it.
I mean, look, Rodgers on offense pretty much fixes your whole offensive problem. So they could have spent 7 picks on damn defense. It'll make sense to me.
Man, they went from having a not so good secondary, and man, cool. It's like top 10 now. Maybe at least it will be in like 2 years.
That's something we're gonna have to deal with, bro. But that's a lot of long guys. Well, Jair feisty and he plays long, but
Jair's not long, but he can cover his ass off.
he's feisty, he's angry, and he plays. He's mad like Mad Dog. So look, who would y'all have the two? We got B Bird dropping a dime in the super chat. Salute to you, B Bird. You put the nipple on the titty, B Bird. Salute to you, bro. Let me ask y'all a question, fam. Who we got playing corner?
I got one Isaiah Oliver on one side.
I do too. Actually. He was my corner one.
And then I'll go Denzel Ward the other way. I have one big guy, and I have the other guy who can mirror the small, quick ones.
I like it. I respect that.
I like it too. We going.
Wait, pause. How do y'all feel about Dante Jackson though?
He's a speedster.
I think if
he got that high potential.
If football games were run via foot races, I think Dante will be fine. But there's a lot that goes into it. Good night, Vosh from the East Coast. It's been a good show, but it's my bedtime. Truly Nicole, BJ Hill's sister. Salute to you, sweetie. Have a good one. Steve Brinkman dropping 5 in the super chat. Vosh, love the channel. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the Lions improving the run game and how quickly Kerryon takes over the lead back spot. I think it's clear based on the moves that the Lions made to improve the offensive line. I think they clearly want to run the ball some more, and you just can't do the committee of okay guys approach anymore. So I think Kerryon is going to come in and be bell cow guy. Abdullah, I'm sorry. Riddick, he'll probably have some snaps in there, but I do think Kerryon comes in immediately with that Le'Veon Bell ass style, and he takes over the backfield pretty quickly. But anyway, Isaiah Oliver and Denzel Ward at
Mike Hughes. I gotta say Mike Hughes.
He could be a slide.
Mike Hughes can be our nickel guy.
Minka's my nickel guy all the way. I'm playing Minka at nickel.
So at
oh
my god.
I mean, if we're picking like any corner and we could put him in any slot we want, yeah, Minka's gonna be my nickel.
Yeah, he is a nickel.
Man, this team can win the Super Bowl today. So if Minka's gonna be at nickel, I'm assuming.
That's the real question. Who's gonna be the free safety?
Right, because
Jesse Bates.
I mean, because look, Derwin's gonna be strong. So
what's that guy?
Moore from Southern Miss, Denarius Moore, whatever Moore from Southern Miss.
There's Justin Reed from Stanford.
There's Justin Reed from Stanford.
There's Justin Reed from Stanford.
To be fair, though, y'all, we got Isaiah Oliver, Denzel Ward, Derwin James, Minka Fitzpatrick at nickel. It don't matter who's playing free safety. It don't matter who playing free.
I think just put Roquan back there and then add Tremaine back to the linebacker group.
Free safety, we could put Jesse Bates at free safety. I like Jesse Bates. We'll put Jesse.
Yeah, Bates is there.
We'll put Jesse Bates at free safety, and that's my list, y'all. So we got Sam Darnold at quarterback 1 with Lamar Jackson on the bench. Saquon Barkley at did I say running back? Quarterback 1. Lamar Jackson on the bench. Saquon Barkley running back 1. Geis is our spell concussion goal line type of guy because Saquon ain't gonna lower his shoulders and run nobody over. So we got DJ Moore at X. Calvin Ridley.
Why doesn't he though? Does he just not have the dog in him?
He does.
I felt like he protected himself.
He's bigger than everybody out there. I don't think he's protecting himself. Cause look, I saw this update on Bleacher Report that came out and said he's like I'm much more than a running back. To just pound me and hurt myself and da da da. And I'm like, quit being soft. That's why Zeke better than you.
Imagine what Jim Brown would say to him.
Jim Brown will call him soft, and that's why Zeke better than you. Jim Brown will say it just like that. So DJ Moore at X, Calvin Ridley at Z, Christian Kirk at slot, Dallas Goedert at tight end, Isaiah Wynn at left tackle, Hernandez, James Daniels, Quentin Nelson, Connor Williams at right tackle. Love that offensive line. 3-4 defense. Our outside linebackers are Harold Landry and Uchenna Nwosu. He's going to bat a lot of passes and get a lot of interceptions, man. I love Uchenna Nwosu.
Uchenna's a beast. He can cover, too. That's a good I like his outside linebackers there.
And he better be.
And we were focused on building this. Well, I'm focused on building this pass countering defense. So we got Van Der Esch and Roquan at the linebacker spots. Bradley Chubb, Taven Bryan at the defensive ends. Vita Vea at 0. Cause salute to my man Dead for Life, Keon Williams, dropping $49.99 to 50 in the super chat. Isaiah Oliver, Denzel Ward at corner. With Minka at damn nickel corner, which made me Harlem shake a little bit. I damn squealed. Who said that? Drake said that?
Yeah, dude, Minka, he's a nickel to me. Like, that's his natural position.
Drake
it's weird.
Drake made me squeal when he said that. I said when he said that. So Minka at nickel, Jesse Bates at free, Derwin James at strong safety. Who's kick returning? Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's kick returning. Oh, Lamar Jackson's kick. Lamar Jackson's kick returning.
I would be starting him at quarterback, so I wouldn't do that.
Lamar Jackson kick.
If he's sitting at your
Drake,
too.
But Drake, let him kick return. If he gets hurt, we got Sam Darnold.
I'll let Quentin Nelson take kickbacks.
Why not? Why not? He's just gonna be back there taekwondo tossing people.
Dante Jackson could be kick returner or something.
It doesn't matter who kick return, whatever. What the kid last year that got drafted by the Bengals that could have won the island, but he was wearing Adidas. What's his name?
John Ross.
John Ross.
We'll let John Ross kick return. Whatever.
Could have won that.
But that nigga got like 0 catches, right?
Well, he was hurt. He was hurt. So
his coach hates him too.
Well, I mean, Joe Mixon didn't really start till week 13, and that's.
And the Bengals O-line is terrible anyway.
Fire that dude.
Or at least it was.
We all heard.
You know what we should do, right?
What's
we should take your list box, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we should construct the best team that could counter that, or the best defense that can counter the offense, best offense that can counter the defense. Cause I'm thinking.
Like in the league?
No, with the rookies overall.
Well, we already picked the best of the best, so ain't no more rookies to beat these guys. I mean, good luck. good luck, fam. Oh, for really the guys say, who's your coach? That's clear. Belichick's my coach. Sean McVay's my offense coordinator. Rod Marinelli's my defense coordinator. Easy peasy. Whatever. We're going to run it just like that. That's it. So... Let me look on my phone.
You got to keep in mind, though, when you bring Belichick in as your coach, that kind of, you're sort of ceding control a little bit, and you're going to give him a lot of the control that you had.
I cuss Belichick clean out and make Sean McVay the damn head coach if he come in my office talking shit to me.
Hey, I got one question.
What's up?
Right now. This ain't about our thing, but Trent Williams versus Tyron Smith, who better?
Trent Williams versus who?
Smith.
Versus Tyron Smith?
Tyron Smith.
I'm not going to answer because you're going to call me biased if I answer it, but that kind of gave you my answer.
It is Tyron Smith.
I think Tyron's the better athlete, and he moves better. And Trent is good. I mean, I love Trent. Trent's a legend. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. But I think Tyron's physical traits make him a little bit better. I like him in space. And then Tyron got these huge ass hands, which are bigger than Trent's hands, I believe. And they just clamp on to people and it just they don't let go.
Tyron,
he's got that snatch technique. I really like that. I think Tyron's a little better in pass pro, but what Trent can do in the run game, and I think he's actually. I disagree with you on the in space thing, and I think at theory Tyron's a better athlete, but watching him play, man, Trent does like crazy things. Like he'll get up the inside and still run back outside and block somebody. Like he does crazy stuff all the time.
Fun fact, if you watch USC on film on Tyron Smith, and I got that video somewhere, I probably re-upload it. Actually, it's in the situation. Go look for it. If you watch USC film on Tyron, he was actually a terrible pass blocker, but he was a gangster in the run game. But Callahan taught him how to pass block. So, Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Callahan's a beast. That's it. I think
You
it's
have a
time.
video of Tyron at USC. It's somewhere on your channel, don't you, Ross?
Yeah, it's
Weapon X.
yeah. Type in how to scout offensive line, what I look for in offense, something like that. And I looked at college film on Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Leo Collins. Who else on that list?
It's pretty much my Cowboys have the dopest offensive line.
Oh, you know what? And I also looked at Taylor Lewan and Jake Matthews and Luke Jokel, because I really wanted to know what the hell happened.
Definitely.
I really wanted to know what the hell happened to Luke Joker, but I really do feel like the Cowboys got this infinity gauntlet run game, dog. And damn,
Dude, now that they got Connor Williams, oh my gosh, man.
and Zeke is the soul gem. Zeke is the final piece that just put the nipple on the titty that makes it nasty, bro. And I'm not just saying this as a Cowboys fan, but we're gonna run the game. We're gonna run the ball, but who's gonna stop that? Who's gonna stop that, man?
Hey, I'll say it right now. People will think this is bold, and I've always been a modern NFL, kind of like peak NFL for most players. But right now, this Cowboys offensive line they got, it really does. I think it could stand to say it's the best ever. Looking left to right, all five guys, they can play.
You know what,
They can
Jalen?
dominate.
I was
They could definitely
emotional.
compete with anybody.
I was emotional, and I low-key said that one time, but don't let the peanut gallery hear you say that. G, Drake, and Jalen, I'm about to get rid of y'all, man. Thanks for the help. I'm probably going to put this on Twitter or something. I had fun. Salute, guys.
Thanks for letting us hang out.
Yep. That was fun. I need to put that in the title description. That was dope. And it's 11 o'clock. Holy shit. When did it turn into 11 o'clock? So, peep this out, y'all. I'm going to whip out the good old timer because I do want to get to y'all calls, but I can't be here all night because I got day job in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. So, we're going to pull that up. We're going to go to stopwatch. No, not stopwatch. Timer. And dun. I think 70 seconds is appropriate. Let's do 70 seconds. All right, y'all. So these last four callers, okay? Rob Strickland in the chat box. What's up, Rob Strickland? Salute to you. You a legend. So people this out, y'all. Y'all have 70 seconds to get y'all point across. And then the alarm is gonna cut on, and I'm gonna hang up on you. Don't hate me, okay? So we're going to start with the platinum caller. We're going to get him out the way. Then we'll get the rest of y'all going. Dustin from Georgia. What up, bro?
Hey, Vaj, this is about your list. You value ass whoop so much.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not put Nick Chubb as your running back, son?
I love Nick Chubb.
He has the most ass whoop. You put
Nick Chubb got the most. You know what? And I remember Dustin from Georgia. You do love your
Nick Chubb is whack.
You damn, who said that? Oh, 503. Did you say that? Who said that? Yo,
No,
Dustin.
I did.
Oh,
Best
shit.
running back in the league is David Johnson. So if you're not agreeing with that, we're not on the same page.
Okay, well, I don't know how 503 got unmuted, but but he got unmuted and he said hell yeah. He said Nick Chubb was whatever. Go ahead, Dustin, because your time running. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, Nick Chubb the GOAT, man. You know this. He's
Yeah.
the next Emmitt Smith, man. He's going to be Hall of Fame material. He's going to transcend the game. He's better than Saquon Barkley. He runs through people.
Yeah.
Sony Michel was his backup. Y'all forget all that. He had more yards than all these running backs.
Mhm.
Y'all disrespected. He had the most ass whoop.
Yeah.
Doo-doo butter.
All right, Dustin, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you. Dustin don't be playing with y'all, man. I swear Dustin don't be playing with y'all. 503, you can go ahead and talk, fam. You unmuted somehow. 503, go ahead.
What's your opinion on the Cardinals? Real talk, the Cardinals. Why is everyone sleeping on them?
Probably because Sam Bradford, man. People don't have faith in Sam Bradford. And, I mean, I think the Cardinals have an underrated defense, but I think we saw what happens when David Johnson gets hurt, but I mean, I don't think people sleeping on the Cardinals. It's just other NFC teams that are a little more complete than them right now. That's all.
Apart from the Cowboys, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Well, I'll let you call it right now.
I think the Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl, fam. But I mean, there's no other option there, sir. If you say, look, okay, besides the Cowboys, what's gonna happen? I think they're gonna cancel the damn Super Bowl if the Cowboys don't make it. So
Hey, really quick, I just wanted to say thank you. I think you put out seriously quality content.
Yeah.
I threw a couple bucks down on the Patreon. I'm an outside salesman, and I listen to you. I always catch up when I'm on the road. So I hope you have a good night, and God bless.
Wow, appreciate you, man. What's your name so I can plug you in platinum?
Cardinals fan in 12 land.
Cardinals fan. That's 12. You're in Washington, huh?
Portland.
Yeah, okay, I feel you. Same old. All right, man, Cardinals fan, 12 land. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for calling.
Have a good evening.
Yes, sir. Man, I get blown away by the amount of support and positive thoughts I get when y'all call in, man. I'm eternally grateful, man. I really do appreciate y'all. 409, what's happening? Who this?
This is Big Bird, man. What's happening?
What's up, Big Bird? What you got for the show?
Hey, man, look here. First of all, man, I'm kind of like that caller earlier, man. I just kind of got up on this YouTube thing. You one of the first dudes I've seen, but all the other people associated with you, man, y'all putting out real good content, man. Y'all keep it up, man. This thing gonna blow up, man. Y'all keep going, staying positive and doing y'all thing, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Salute to you, brother. What you got for the show?
Look out, man. I'm a Dez fan, man, and when he got cut, he got cut. But then, a couple of days later, hey, I'm a Cowboy fan first, so that's just what it is. But I want to see how you feel. I feel some kind of way about the Cowboys making Will McClay having his comments and Sanjay Lal having these comments. To me, man, it's almost like it's a relationship. It's over with. You the one ended it. What you doing talking about it? So let that man go make his money and try to do whatever he can. You go on about your way. It shouldn't even be talked about. I was trying to see what you thought about that.
I love Dez Bryant, man. As a young Cowboys fan, he was a part of the Cowboy glory days that I had my experience in. But I do understand him not being on the team anymore. He's going into 30. We're moving into a new direction. Sometimes you add by subtracting, but I hated to see DeMarco go. I hated to see Tony go. I hated to see DeMarcus go. But that's just the business that we're in. Once upon a time, Cowboys used to hold on to guys till they were 40, and we were paying big money. We're not in the business of paying older players big money anymore, and I kind of do appreciate that. So, I mean, if you do think about it, man, Dez Bryant played 8 years with us, man. So, moving on from that, I understand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say just speak on the part about. I just don't like the rhetoric that's coming out of the Cowboy camp when it don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Just let the guy go. So you ain't got to say nothing about it. The things Sanjay Lal said, the things Will McClay said, they don't have to be said. That don't really affect that man, get another job or whatever. You already went on about your business and you cut him. I think that they shouldn't even speak on that situation no more.
It was a bad break, man, but I think part of this is the media, man, because they do ask those type of questions, They do ask questions like, why was Dez let go? And I think they had to come up with an answer. Because look, I think it really did came down to how Dez interacted with coaches and his teammates. Dez was a fiery dude. He was a loud dude, kind of like a Steve Smith in Carolina. You know what I mean? He was just a loud, combative dude, and that was Cam's team moving forward, and you just had to get rid of one piece in order for the rest of your pieces to flourish, and he was older. So I just think they didn't want to come out and say Dez was loud and angry and we couldn't control him. I think they just, Dez was older. He wasn't winning his one-on-one matchups. It's unfortunate, but we're moving on. I think that's just what they had to do. I think part of this was media fuel.
All right, that's all I had, bro. I appreciate the comment.
Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a supporter, man. Salute.
All right.
La da 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 da. And I did all that without my timer. Let me pick my timer back up. And we got the last call of the night before we wrap this thing up. 949. Who this?
Oh, what's up, Botch? This is Jax L out of Colorado.
What up, Jax L from Colorado? What you got for the show? My bad. What? Hold up. Stop. I muted you on accident. I forgot to move the mouse to the left, brother. My bad. Okay, now go ahead. What you got for the show?
I'm just calling to say what's up. Keep doing what you're doing. I've learned so much from you, man, in terms of just like football knowledge and what I should be looking for on film. It's really cool.
Man,
I just have one question.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So you kind of had me freaking out about. I'm a huge Broncos fan. You kind of had me freaking out about Bradley Chubb. But mainly because I like side with you, because we did the same thing with DeMarcus Walker last year. We moved him to outside linebacker, and he didn't do nothing. And then the second we moved him back to defensive end, all of a sudden he gets a sack in his first game at defensive end, and he balled out in that game, man. So.
Well, part of the reason why people thought I hated Joey Bosa was because I feel like he couldn't play outside linebacker, and and I was like, he's probably gonna keep his hand in the dirt because that just makes sense to me. And we saw how that worked out. I think Chubb is going to be in that same situation. Don't stand him up. He is a natural hand in the dirt dude. He has the size. He has the hand technique. He doesn't have that stand up trait in him. It's kind of hard for me to explain. I might do a video on it later or whatever, but keep him down. And if you want to line Von Miller up on the outside of him and let them both rush from the same side, that sounds deadly. That sounds deadly to me. You know what I mean? But I think it's ridiculous. But I do think he'll be fine with his hand in the dirt, though. Totally.
Yeah. All right. I agree with you, man. I won't take up any more time. Thank you so much, Foch.
Hey, man. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for calling in, bro. Salute.
For sure.
Yes,
Salute.
sir. Whew. Man, what a show. What a show. Like I say, man, I always get kind of sort of speechless when I hear these words from y'all, man. I'm just some dude from Natchez, Mississippi. Where my camera at so I can show y'all one more time. I'm just some dude, small town, Natchez, Mississippi, and our population isn't that big, and all this started from me having conversation with people around me and me just one day saying, yo, people need to hear what I'm saying. I used to only give draft advice to my friends, to my coworkers, to people around me, and I was like, yo, I need a show. And this thing it made that possible. I kind of built this on this persona, this platform in order to share my ideas and share my thoughts. So this whole thing that didn't exist, that wasn't a part of the world at first, that I created, my kid, my child, to see it grow to these lengths. And I've only been doing this for a couple years, man. The Zeke draft was my first draft or whatever, and I've grown as a scout. The channel has grown. I've grown as a YouTuber, as a content creator, and all that type of stuff, man. I still get so blown away by how far this thing has come. And when I hear all these kind words from y'all, man, all these props, all the enthusiasm about the direction that the channel is going, and putting underground YouTube guys versus mainstream ESPN television people, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot, man. That's a lot to take in sometimes. So I just want to say thank you, man. I just wanted to say salute to y'all. I appreciate everybody for having these kind thoughts, saying these kind words, for sharing videos with your friends, or just valuing my opinion in general. For when I drop a film session on Derwin James, for y'all to even go, let me click this to see what Vach is talking about. No matter what level football fan you are, whether you're looking for technique, or whether looking for to learn something, or whether you're looking to match my opinion, thoughts and analysis with yours, like whatever you come to my channel for, you consume it and you walk away with it, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. All the Patreons, all the Super Chat guys, anybody that bought a shirt, the link is in the description. If I met you at the draft, shook hands with you, If you just, like I said, man, if you just clicked the link and shared it, if you just took the link, you know what I'm saying, put it in Reddit and it's like, hey guys on Reddit, this is a new player that we drafted. Here's what this Vach Lombardi dude thinks of. Like, that means the world to me. You know what I mean? So big shouts to all y'all for doing that, man. Let me hit the chat box one more time before I go. Josh Jones, who's a legend, salute to you. Dead for Life, you are also a legend. Salute to you. Steven Benzic is a legend. Ethan Rhodes, Rex, Oh For Real the God, Gene, Niles, Cool Ass Drake, Day One Cool Ass Drake, Rob, Day One Cool Ass Rob, Cool Ass Rob, Rob Strickland. Day One guys, just, you know what I'm saying, salute to y'all, man. Unsheathed Deity. You know what I mean? Adam, Romello, who else up in here? Robert Jackman, Amber, Miss Jackie, Beautiful Aries that tuned in earlier. Jimmy Antoinette, who is also a legend. Hey man, salute to y'all, man. Salute to, you know what I'm saying, for all y'all coming through. So it's been a good show. It's Dwayne Brown. Salute to Dwayne Brown, man. It's been a good show. It's been a good year. And the next step is we're gonna be breaking down some NFL films. So tune into that. And when December, January comes around, we'll be moving on to the 2019 season. So it's going to be work year round, and we're going to be doing a lot more film sessions and all that. So appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Weesky. I'm going to be in the chat box mingling with y'all for a little bit. So salute to y'all, man. Peace. Somebody is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Vach Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute.